Go. Hold on.
Beep, boop. Yep, they did. All right, everybody. Sorry about the technical difficulties, and welcome back to the Bay City Chronicles. I am your GM slash DM slash host, TGE, and we do have our regular cast of characters here back for tonight. We've got a pitiful hyena, Dark Falls, a hopeless hyena, Chameleon Ice, an idiotic hyena, Norestra, and their exasperated leader, Crimson Avix.
The exasperation was not because of them. I realized
For
what I did.
what
I
did you do?
I put Discord on push to talk.
Oh.
That's impressive. Okay.
It's been that kind of night.
It has been. Anyway, welcome everybody back to the Bay City Chronicles. We are diving back into some Dungeons and Dragons here. For those of you who were here with us for our session 0 back a couple of weeks ago, we are now diving head first into Diastasi, which, as we mentioned, is this sort of dark fairy tale world. We're going to be starting in this town, the river town of Olmedo. I know the picture I have here kind of has some snow on it, but you know how hard it is to find, art that depicts what you want when you can't draw? It's very hard, so you got to go with what you can find. So that's what we're going with. We have this. So we're going to sort of dive right in here to Diastasi. Basically, Diastasi here, to get the thing is, it's I'll give you the sort of the pitch again here so we all remember, is the dark fairy tale world of Diastasi is a world where the sun seems scared to fully show up. Undead abominations called scarecrows roam the lands looking to add to their harvest. Mischievous fairies and sprites roam the woods, and any promises made within their presence is one that needs to be kept. But there's more to this dark world than meets the eye. Can our intrepid heroes discover the secrets of this world while dealing with their own problems? Well, the first thing we need to do is figure out who our intrepid heroes are and why they are in the town of Olmedo. So, uh, to that end, uh, I've kind of left the town of Olmedo. I've given you guys some locations in town, but for the most part, we're kind of go with the whole build it as we go type of deal.
Mhm.
So we're gonna start our way. We're gonna start. Let's see who we. Well,
Okay.
Chammy, you're first on the camera roll here, so we're gonna start with you.
Yay.
Why don't you describe to us your character, why they're in Olmedo, and where they are in Olmedo? Spoiler alert: the rest of y'all are gonna have to do this too.
All right. My character's name is Dovan, and he is what's known as a Harangon, which means he is a anthropomorphic rabbit, about like 4.5 feet tall. Uh, and he's a youngish fellow. Uh, Probably if you're looking at him, you can probably determine he was maybe between like 17 or 16 or so. Um, but anybody who sees him would immediately be able to tell that he's somebody who probably doesn't make friends very often and maybe spends a lot of time in the woods. He's very rough looking, uh, like wearing like kind of a cloak that looks like he kind of decorated himself with potential like smears of paint and berries and something. He's missing an eye with a pretty like weird looking scar on the side of it that may or may not be magical, not sure. And he has a wary eye looking out whenever he passes by a group. And he clearly is looking for something, which is why he's here in Olmedo. He's on the track of, he believes, a scarecrow sighting, specifically a very dangerous scarecrow that he believes may have killed somebody very close to him, his mentor.
All right. Any place in Olmedo you would have gone?
He would have gone probably all around to pick up tips. Specifically, he probably would have gone first to get supplies at a regular store. But he also would have been checking out with any farmers or any folks who would be used to being on the outskirts so he could just see what people are seeing around the city.
Well, the outskirts of the city, for the most part, Olmedo is a fishing village, so you're going to either be doing the fishing guild on the river
Mm.
or the eccentric nobleman at the edge of town who has the mansion that is bordered by the forest, Duda.
Dovan is not one who's good at high society, so he probably would stick to the fishermen.
Okay, so you're going to be down at the port.
Mhm.
Beautiful. We will keep that in mind for a minute. So, next. Oh, let's go to Nora.
All right.
Nora, please describe for us your character, what they are doing in Olmedo, and where they would be in Olmedo.
So, whereas Shadow End is a 6 foot tall elf, high elf, who is he has his pinky up while he sips. Is looking for clues to the Fae who had kidnapped him 15 years earlier. And would be at the local tavern plotting his next move.
So you would be sitting at the bar at the Cellar, the haunt of the Grey Rat Syndicate. Okay. Next, we're going to go to Krim.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, indeed.
All right. Well, my character's name is Domliga, and hold on, I need to. Domliga is the Dalkin, which is characterized by their blue skin, and he is 77 years old. He is a cleric. I mean, about my height, my weight. Does have black hair, but silver eyes. So in the night, they sort of shine. And he is currently in the city, tracking down a an escaped convict who was set to be on trial. Um, the area where Dumlega is from, he was actually one of the high guards. He was part of the high guard there, so he does have the authority to uh, enforce laws and make arrests and stuff like that. So, because of the nature of this criminal, he decided to go chasing down after him.
All right. My one question for you here is, how long has this criminal been on the lam?
Domlega himself has been pursuing for about a week now, so I would say maybe 11 days or so.
All right. Alrighty. Where would Domlega be? There's the. I told you I was gonna do Domega. I told you it was gonna happen.
Well, probably wherever he could get leads or support. So probably the local prison, courthouse, what have you.
We can do that. Yep. I'm assuming. I'm just gonna go under the assumption of you reek of cop.
No, not really. It's not like he has a full cop garb or anything on. He actually, like, his garb is sort of like black pants, with a black vest sort of covering his chain armor, with a white robe that kind of hangs off one side of his body. So it covers like his right arm. And the cloak is actually held together by his amulet.
All right. And finally, Dark.
So my character's name is Janus. He's a wild magic sorcerer that's dragonborn. Yes, I have my microphone down. Um, he was in the town chasing a treasure map that he had found. He's a treasure hunter slash thief. He is looking for an item of magic that he heard was in the location, so he was here trying to figure out where that is. And I had envisioned him starting in the tavern. He's about 6 feet tall, black hair, kind of lean built. Yeah, so that's about what I was.
Alrighty. So you were also in the cellar. So with that, we know where all of our people are going to start. So we're going to go ahead and take a fresh little zoom in here to Olmedo. And we're going to do the little zoom in. We're going to crank the telescope handle real good. And we're going to zoom into the docks. We're going to zoom into Dovan.
Ooh.
So you've made your way to Olmedo, trying to find, any information about either the Scarecrow or your mentor. And it's been a little bit weird.
Mm.
On your way here, you've been having some strange dreams. You've been having some dreams where it's everything you remember being taught by your mentor, like how to shoot, where to shoot, how to fletch an arrow, but the background is different. It's not the glum, gloomy, dark, dismal Diastasi that you know. This is bright greens and sunshine and blue skies. Everything else is the same, but the background is the different part. But aside from that, you've made your way here. And now you're trying to find any information you have, and you have made your way to, well, the only place you can probably think of here that might be able to help you at all, and that's the Fisheries Guild.
Mm-hmm.
So
Let
as
me
you
hold on.
make your way up to the building, I'll give you what's your passive perception?
That's a good question. Passive perception is 14.
Okay, then I won't make you roll. Um, you do see a sign on the door, a very crude sign, handwritten in common, that says "By appointment only."
The fishery?
Yes.
Huh.
Make an
So,
insight. Go ahead and make an
yeah,
insight check if you want to.
yeah, might as well.
All right. If you had insight check as the first roll of the campaign, you win. What do you win? I don't know, but you win.
Go 16.
Okay. The sign itself seems very rushed and crudely written, almost as if it was put up in an emergency of some sort, as in they were trying to avoid something or someone. You're not entirely sure what, but it definitely feels like this is something's happened or happening or whatever.
All right. Well, Dovan's going to brush past that sign then and go right in.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, is it like on a locked door or anything?
Yeah, it is. You go to open the door and it definitely doesn't open. You just
Oh,
punk right into the door.
well, nuts. Can I see if there's anybody that's actually out on the docks anyway?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Alrighty. 18.
All right, you look out at the docks, and I'm actually going to switch my page here because I actually have a docks map. And you look out on the docks, and you don't see anybody. It's getting to not quite nighttime yet, but not quite twilight. It's sort of like that right before that dusky sort of thing.
Right.
And you don't see anybody out at the docks at all. No one working, but you do like catch a lot of like reflective stuff. You're not sure entirely what, but you do see a lot of things like shimmering and reflecting. And it's not the water because this is definitely like on the docks proper, like on the wood. It's very shimmery, very reflecty.
Strange. So, I assume since Dovan has been out in the wilds here a bit, he's probably not unfamiliar with like fairies and the weirdness that happens in this realm.
Correct.
So, I'm wondering if that's some sort of maybe illusion that I might be looking at there because that feels like not the way it should be.
Well, if you believe it's an illusion, you can roll me Arcana. If you believe it's fairies in general, you can roll me Nature.
I'll do the nature one. Wait, no. For some reason I can't. Oh, nature's intelligence, not wisdom. Oh no. Uh, oh dear, so Arcana. Well, yeah, I want to do. You know what? Let's go off of the nature and let's just see where it rolls. Yeah, better than I thought.
um, this definitely feels like some sort of fey something or other, but you don't know what. This definitely like their trickery is more foresty, you know, that they don't usually do stuff by the water, do they?
Okay, I'm gonna try something weird. Um, Novan's gonna like pick up like a rock that he might see around. If he doesn't, he has probably one or two in his pack that he carries, and he's gonna like do the old water skipping trick. See if he can like throw a rock and like skid it across the docks and see if it actually reacts normally or if it does something weird.
Okay. Roll me a dexterity check,
Okay,
followed by a d4.
charity. Oh
Never
dear, I
mind.
botched it.
Never mind. It doesn't. Don't even bother with the d4 because it doesn't make it to the docks. You go to chuck it, and it hits off the corner of the fisheries building and bounces back to your feet.
I'm gonna throw it again. There's no reason I can't. Stupid rock.
Nope. I'm still gonna make you do the dexterity check again.
That's fine. D4.
Yup.
This is not a good day for Dovan.
Nope. You get slightly less, slightly more on it than last time,
Hmm.
but still not a lot. So it bounces once. I'm sorry, I'm laughing at Dark in chat. In the old days, we hear "pating" right now as Anton's hit by an arrow. True. Shout outs to the actual Bay City Chronicles. You can find that on YouTube. Anyway, so you throw it and it gets the one bounce and then just sort of thunk, thunk, and just sort of stops.
Gotcha.
And
And
you're not sure if it's because it hit something or because you just threw it like a wet noodle.
well, there's nobody here. It's weird looking. I might as well try my luck elsewhere. See if I can get some answers, because
Also,
this
if you
feels like
care,
yeah.
this is the docks.
Ooh. Suitably rickety. Actually, they're really nice looking. Not.
So, all right. So we
All
will
right.
keep that, and then we will shift to the cellar, which is the tavern / gamble hall, where we have two, not just one, but two people. Did I mention two people? So we are going to start. Oh, let's start with our pretentious pinky out, Vrazad. What are you doing at the bar?
So Verzad would be at the not necessarily at the bar itself, but at like the game hall section,
Okay.
trying to hustle somebody.
All right. Well, your options are craps, blackjack, or they also have a boxing ring and you can bet on the fights.
Oh, we'll play blackjack.
Okay. Since unfortunately gambling is not a skill here, you're trying to hustle somebody. So, are you trying to actually cheat or are you just trying to play?
I'm playing.
Okay, in that case, roll me a flat out luck check, which is just a d20.
So my character's actually also going to be at the gambling table. So should I roll a luck as well to see if I beat him?
If you were, well, it's blackjack, so you're playing against the house. So if you're doing that, then go ahead and roll a luck check. And basically, what I'm doing is, once you guys are done, I'm going to roll a luck check for the house.
One second, I got to find out my sheet.
You can just type in /roll 1d20 into the roll 20 if you want to, or /r space 1d20. Yep. Okay, well, you hit a blackjack. So you're sitting here at this table and you're going, and then this massive dragonborn just comes over, puts some money down, and immediately spikes a blackjack, which pays 3-2. And the house breaks, so you both actually win here. So go ahead and everyone can add. Well, Dark is going to actually go ahead and add 10 silver to his sheet. Norik, you can add 5 to yours. But yeah, that just happened.
How do I add that?
In the there's the equipment inventory section.
Hold on.
Yep.
Go ahead, you can tell while I look for it.
Yep. In equipment, on the very bottom page, there's currency. On the very bottom of the page, add it there. Yeah. So for Razad, you barely win because you had a 17 and the dealer broke. But like I said, this massive red dragonborn with black hair just comes over and just spikes a blackjack immediately.
First off, I want to point off Dark and Chammy. Can y'all switch your dice so we can have a normal show here? Second of all, nice blackjack.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Also, your tail's kind of under my seat.
You have to deal with that. Sorry. It's kind of hard to move, as you can tell.
Fair enough.
This deal looks all right. Round 2. You guys in for round 2?
I just look at my stack of coins and I just push a few up into the center.
All right. So, putting that in. Razad, you in?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Do the same thing. Roll that luck check. The house is like, delicious. As the house doesn't spike a blackjack, but does spike a 20. So just reels in the money.
So it's the same 5 silver bet.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, gentlemen. Round 3.
I just look down at my last 5 coins on the table. I just pick it up and I put it in my pocket and just nod to the dealer and go back to the bar.
What about you, sir?
Yeah, we'll go one more round.
All right, roll me that luck check, please. It's a push. Nobody wins. Nobody loses, but nobody wins.
Well, that's a good way to walk away from the table.
Yep.
So I just nod my head at the bartender to call him over, and I order Verez a drink on me.
All right. Coming at you. Just does some little bartender magic and sends 2 goblets down at you, and they're bubbling. Like, you're not sure if it's because it's supposed to be bubbling or if it's just what it's made with, but there's definitely bubbling liquid coming out of that.
I just look at it and shrug, and I walk back over to Razad, and I just hand him one and goes, "Cheers, mate."
Well, thank you.
It's quite delicious, actually.
So what brings you to these neck of the woods?
I'm hunting a fae.
Hunting, yes. I also am here for hunting. I'm in search of some magical objects. Have you heard anything about those by chance?
No magical objects.
Well, in your travels for this fae, if you think of something, please let me know.
No, absolutely. It'd be hard to miss a dragonborn of your kind in this area.
I'll be frequenting these bars for the next couple of weeks trying to figure out what's in the area here, and then I might be heading northward.
All right, we're going to shift scenes now over to the courthouse, where our friendly neighborhood Dolmega is trying to get some information from the court, whoever's the secretary. I can't remember the name for it, but you're trying to get information from like a middle manager.
You're obviously going to be of no help to me.
It's less of the no help to you and more of I can't keep track of everybody that comes in here, especially if they've done nothing wrong in my town.
What authority do you have here?
I'm a bookkeeper. I don't have authority.
Yeah, that's my thoughts exactly. So once again, where can you find me someone who can help?
Well, if I'm being honest, if the person you're looking for is going to be here, they're more than likely hiding out with the gray rats.
I'm not asking where he's at. I'm asking where I can find someone who can help me.
Well, the judge is gone for the day and doesn't like to be disturbed at home, so if you can wait till tomorrow, he'll be back, or if you need information tonight,
Where's
your
home?
best bet. I'm not giving out that information.
You may want to second guess that.
Is this persuasion or intimidation?
This is persuasion.
Okay.
Hold on, I do need to check to see if I have. Okay, just proficiency, not advantage, so.
Look, you didn't get this information from me, okay? And he points you in the direction of the judge's house.
Appreciate it. And with that, he does a 180 and sort of does the whole Snape thing with his cape. And just walks out.
You have a Snape cape.
Well, Snape's is more of a cloak, but yes.
Yes, but Snape cloak doesn't sound nearly as good as Snape cape.
No. But yes, and then he walks out.
Yeah, it doesn't take you too long to get to the judge's house. There is definitely a candle lit. He seems to be reading in a foyer, not a foyer, but in a reading room. He sort of, you can see him in the window, sort of startled, puts the book down, looks out the window at you, and with this look of, how dare you? But goes over and answers his door. I'm sorry. Who are you?
Demlega.
You say that like that name's supposed to mean something to me.
And with that, he reaches up and sort of flips back a little piece of cloth hanging from his robe, and it unveils his amulet with the crest, with his holy crest on it.
What brings you to this backwater?
Well, we had a convict who's awaiting trial. Decided to up and leave. Apparently, and I'll have to take care of this when I get home, but apparently one of our guards was paid off. So he is on the run, has been on the run for about 11 days. Not sure if he came here, but this is where my tracking has led me so far.
Well, if he did come here, there's only one of two ways he would have. He either stayed here, and if he did stay here, he would probably be staying with the Grey Rat Syndicate, because that would be the local ne'er-do-wells. Or if he left town, the only way to leave here that isn't the back the way they came is off the river, which means he would have had to get passage on a boat through the Fisheries Guild.
Well, given this town, I would say if he were here, he'd definitely be noticed. Us Vidalcan don't really blend in with you human type very much.
True. I don't remember seeing any blue-skinned individuals, but then again, there's been the 6-foot-tall dragonborn who's been red-skinned running around town, so I think that sort of takes the cake when it comes to things that draw your eye.
Fair
6
enough.
foot tall, red scales, black hair. That's going to catch your eye.
Fair enough. I will tell you what I will do, though. Here is a warrant. If you do come across this individual, and he may be going by a pseudonym at this point, but his name is Sir Viet. But if you do come across the individual, you are free to arrest him and jail him, and then send a raven to us, and we will come down and escort him. I do recommend that you jail him in solitary. And if you do catch him, we will come with a very gracious reward for you.
Duly noted, Master. And if we do come across him, we will see that happens.
Well, thank you very much. By the way, I might suggest that you speak to your hand at the courthouse. He is very misunderstood when it comes to requests of individuals.
He's young, he'll learn.
Mayhaps. Bid thee
It is
good,
at
bid thee
Go
good
ahead.
day.
Yep. It is at this point that Dovan, you're going to hear this loud and clear. Hi, Chammy, wake up.
I'm here.
But everyone else is going to hear this clear as day too. There is going to be a loud explosion type sound. Dovan, you know
Mhm.
exactly where it's coming from because, well, you're right there where it happens.
Was it the fishery?
Well, the docks in general.
Right.
But the rest of you hear this massive explosion coming from the dock.
Stovan's definitely rushing back there.
Oh, hey, look! I have fire tokens!
Weird.
All right, so we will get to you last, Dovan, because you're there. So we'll start with Dolmega. What do you do after you hear the explosion?
Well, considering that the judge just told me that that potentially may have been where he went, I go down just to decide to check it out.
Okay. Drinking buddies, what are you doing?
So Janice tosses the barkeep the tab for the bar, and he just goes jogging off down to the docks to figure out what's going on.
Razad?
Cursed way. Then
Yes.
pulls out his short sword and starts running out the door.
Okay. So why don't y'all go ahead and do me a favor and pull some tokens, some representation onto this board for me?
Is it bad that it's been so long I don't remember how to put tokens on the board?
You can grab your name from the character sheet button. Or journal tab.
My character's not listed in the thing.
You might have to change the name. You should have a character assigned to you, but it might just be a generic name.
There we go.
Yeah, mine didn't update properly either, I don't think.
Are you guys over there with the heads?
Yes, the random heads.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't actually put any art on mine yet, and so mine is the head with the red dot.
Fitting.
Who did I just put the green dot?
Not it.
Was that Nora?
Who is this one right here?
Yeah, I'm the green dot.
Okay, perfect. And Dark is the orange dot. We'll have tokens worked out next week, but so
That's okay. Our dots correspond to our the colors of our.
that's why I did it that way.
Ooh.
So you guys all know the drill right now, right?
Get water. Panic.
I was going to go with roll for initiative.
Oh, yeah.
Did you remove the orange dot one?
No, it's right here.
That's it. Can you remove it?
Oh, the orange dot? Oh, yes, I can. All right, so we've got 11, 7, and I will add other things to this initiative order when they become relevant. So we're going to start with Dovan.
All right, what am I seeing here?
You're seeing a bunch of fire.
What's this thing down here?
Fire.
That's different fire from the other.
Well, from where you're standing, it's fire.
Hey, I have good sight.
It all looks like fire.
All right. Well, if it all looks like fire, Devon's gonna see if there's any buckets he can grab and start trying to douse this stuff.
Go ahead and roll a perception check.
Also, is that whatever shimmering that was happening still going on the docks? Because I'm guessing that's what's catching fire.
You are correct. That is what's catching fire.
Yeah.
There's a small bucket.
I'll take the small bucket.
All right.
And so yeah, Dovan's got to do that. Go down here, grab some water, and there's already guys on the right, so he's got to take it to the. Yeah, he'll help out. It works. It works better if we work together. So I'll run over here.
All right. That's your full turn.
That's it.
All right.
He's got a bucket of water.
Vrazad.
Razad's gonna assess the situation.
Wrong game.
I know.
So you're taking a look around to see what you see? You're waiting? Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
All right. Well, it's just a bunch of fire. You see a bunch of fire. You see your dragonborn buddy behind you. You see a rabbit with a bucket of water. And you see a blue-skinned individual down there. And you see a bunch of fire. Speaking of the blue-skinned individual, Domega, it is your turn.
All right. So basically, with everything over here, all these flames, quote unquote flames, I'm going to go ahead and cast Thaumaturgy.
Okay. What does Thaumaturgy do?
I manifest a minor wonder, a sign of supernatural power within range, which is 30 feet. I create the following magical effect. I cause flames to either flicker, brighten, dim, or change color for 1 minute.
Okay.
So, I will say I attempt to change the color of the flame to white.
In front of you? Or which 30 feet, so basically this whole section here? Um, make me an insight check. They all change white. You see nothing funny about it.
Of course. I would roll a 1 on that.
Yep. Anything else you would like to do?
No, if he just thinks they're burning flames, there's nothing else he would do.
All right. Yanis.
Can I do a perception check to see if I can sense the source of these fires?
You can. You don't see anything around that would be the source of the fires.
I'm going to look at the rabbit and go, hey, you there, can I borrow that bucket?
Just get your own.
So I kind of just like gruff at him. And I'm going to go move it over this way towards these other two.
Okay.
And is there any water source around me that I can grab at this point?
With a 13, you also find a small bucket. Yeah. I'll keep that check going on.
Okay, so I will fill my bucket in the water, and then that'll end my turn. Well, because I can't get close enough yet.
Alrighty. You're not gonna be surprised by this because they're coming up from behind the flames from where they were hidden,
Mhm.
but you will finally see those.
Oh dear.
Yes, so those are well, if anyone wants to make a knowledge nature check to figure out what those are, you
Well,
can. Um Razad, you'll get this for free because you're a fairy hunter. They're boggles. Yeah, so Janice, you have no clue. Dovan, you've seen them before. These are boggles. They're basically like the minions of the Fey realm.
So my first natural one of the series. Let's go.
Yep. And with that, this explains the glistening you were seeing. Boggles secrete oil.
oh, that makes sense now.
Mm-hmm. But their turn was moving. So, Devan, it is your turn.
Okay, so Devon's gonna shout out at the others there, and like point over at the boggles, saying, "They're boggles. They make oil. They make everything on fire. Kill them dead." And he's gonna throw his bucket on the water on the fire here to put it out. I'm not sure if that takes an action or not, but he's also gonna take out his bow.
It will take an action to put the fire out, yes.
Okay, so he puts the fire out with the bucket and unsheathes his bow, pulls his bow out from his back. And that's probably all he can do for now. He'll probably move back a step here so he can be in position to get more water.
All right. Vrazad, you are up.
All right, so Farad is going to charge in at this one, and we're going to go to first attack of the series.
Well, actually, hold that thought. First attack of the series, you are correct, but not from you. On you. You were right to suspect that the different colored thing was something else, but it was ready. It's going to actually attack you because you entered into its threat range because it was ready for that. It was waiting for someone to charge in.
Oh, what a jerk.
So it is going to attack you. It's going to reach out basically the fire is going to turn to a giant hand and basically reach out and try and slap you.
Ooh.
Does a 10 hit you?
What what am I looking for? Armor class.
Armor class, yes.
It's a 16, so no.
So no. So the hand of fire reaches out and tries to slap you, but misses. So yeah, now I can add this to where it goes in the initiative. Yo.
You want to take off my red dot character?
Done.
There we go.
You had a 11?
Yeah, I had 11.
Coolio. Done and done. Yeah, so the fire tried to slap you.
Okay.
Now you may continue what you wanted to do.
All right. Well, I am going to swing my sword at it.
The fire or the boggle?
The boggle.
Okay.
It's hit, right? Hit first.
Yeah, to hit first. 7 is going to miss.
Oh, this is awkward.
All right. Dolmega.
Hold on a second.
Mm-hmm.
Where is the measurement tool again?
The measurement tool is the snap to center one. 5 down.
4 down for players.
Right.
All right. So, the one that is closest to me,
The boggle or
the boggle. Domlega just sort of, from underneath his cloak, just takes a large swing at it with his mace.
Alrighty. Nope.
Dark, come get your die.
No, you can have them.
Well, it is Janice's turn.
So first and foremost, I'm going to go 30 feet away. So I'm going to go up to here.
Okay.
And then I'm going to target the one that's closest to me to the left there, that higher of the two, with my Witch Bolt.
Okay. So, first things first, roll to hit. All right. Which bolt that's going to miss, unfortunately. Second thing second, roll a d20. And we've already started with a wild magic surge.
It's gonna hurt.
The first thing you roll on that is a 1?
Well, I mean, it's dark. What were you expecting?
So now if I read this right, I roll 1 to 100, and it's on my sheet here,
You're
right?
going to /roll 1d100, or does it have a on your sheet there?
I have a sheet of all the wild magic, yes.
Yeah, I've got it too. So yeah, that's the phrase you're going to want. /roll 1d100. Is anyone surprised that we're starting with wild magic surges?
No.
You got a 1 in the 1.
Wait, no, wait. He needs
No.
to re-roll that d20.
Oh,
You
yeah,
don't
okay,
put a
no.
space.
Yeah,
Right
don't
now,
put a
it's
space.
rolling the number 1.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Yes, don't put
Okay.
any spaces. It's for just one dice. You don't even need to put the number. But if you're going to put a number, it's roll like /R space 1D20. Don't put spaces,
Okay.
otherwise it will only roll the number 1.
Oh, okay. And in that case, you're fine. You got a crit. You're good. You good, fam.
And now we understand why Dark's been rolling 1s since the start of this series.
He can't blame that when he's actually just clicking a button, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first hard roll.
Yep. Okay. It is the Boggle's turn. So
Jeez, they're moving in.
and then this one is going to attack. Let's see. Who wants heads and who wants tails?
I'll take tails.
All right. It's heads. Attacking the blue skin fella. With pummel. Does a 17 hit?
Yep.
Go ahead and take 3 bludgeoning damage. And this one, unfortunately, is caught by the burning hand, so it can't do anything. But this is also going to happen real quick. All right, Dovan.
Alright, freaking adults missing everything. He's got to turn around and see if he can save the sorcerer, who's definitely got ganged up on, because these guys seem like they got things well in hand. I'm going to shoot at this boggle up here with my longbow.
All right.
I suspect I'll miss because I just insulted their attacking ability. 25.
No, that definitely hits.
Does definitely hit. Did I press the longbow button to do damage? Is that how it works here?
You see where it says the pink long button says longbow?
Yeah.
Push it.
Whee! Oh, I rolled a 1 on the damage. Still, 4 damage.
All right.
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna take a few steps back here, because they're getting kind of close.
Dark, you have 3 first level spell slots.
So I can do 2 more level 1 spells, right?
Yep. Cantrips, you can do the level 0 spells, the cantrips you can cast as many times as you want. But it is time. Now I can
Alright, question.
answer.
Do I know if they have any kind of vulnerabilities, or do I need to do a check for that?
With the nature check that you rolled, you know they're boggles. You don't necessarily know if they have any vulnerabilities.
Okay. That's it.
All right. So now I can tell you what this fun little thing is. This is a living burning hands spell. And I'm telling you what it is because it's doing exactly its little thing. It's going to use burning hands. I will say, though, because it needs to back up, you guys will get an attack of opportunity on it. So if the Omega and Razad want to take attacks of opportunity on the fiery hand, they can.
I still don't hit it.
I will as well.
There
You
you
will
go.
hit it. 17 will absolutely hit it.
Now, Crimson Right works with the elemental damage I choose, or is it what already chosen? I don't remember.
It's if you choose, I believe it's you choose an elemental damage.
Okay.
Spoiler alert, you probably don't want to use fire on this.
Yeah. So I roll the damage, and then as a bonus action, I imbue the weapon to strike.
This is no, this is just an attack of opportunity. This is a
Oh,
reaction.
so I can't use it.
Yeah, nope. This is not on your turn thing. So this is just the attack. 8
Okay.
damage. That's actually a huge chunk of damage from this thing.
Nice.
But it is going to use spell mimicry. So because the way the cone works is going to be here and here. So I'm going to need Domlega, and Vrazad to make dexterity saving throws.
So just roll the dexterity.
Mm-hmm. Neither one of you passed.
I didn't even realize I rolled the first time. Okay, go with
Oh,
first one.
no. I'll go with this. You didn't realize? I'll go with the second one. That's
So
fine.
wait, I'm proficient, so I should roll advantage, right?
Nope. Proficient
No.
means you get your proficiency modifier with it.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay.
Mhm. Okay. Well, aren't you guys lucky? If you made the save, you take 8 damage, or 4 damage. If you failed the save, you take 8 damage.
So I failed it.
Yes, you
Alright.
take 8 fire damage.
Ow.
Wait, so we're taking damage regardless?
It's rolling reflex save for half damage.
Yeah, that's kind of... Never mind.
Yeah, but it can't do that again, so. Vrazad, you're up.
All right. So
What?
Vrod is going to start chanting in Abyssal. And I'm using Blood Curse of the Binding.
Okay.
So you attempt to bind a creature that you can see within 30 feet of you that is no more than one size larger than you. The target must succeed a strength saving throw, DC 11, or have their speed be reduced to 0, and they can't use reactions until the end of your next turn. And I'm
What are you targeting? Nora, we can't hear you.
targeting the guy in front of me.
Okay. What was the strength saving throw you said?
It is a... There it is right there.
All right. Well, he got a 7, so I'll make a denote on him that he paralyzed effectively. Okay, that was your action.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. Dolmega.
I go to take a swing at that guy that's bound.
All right. Roll with advantage. $21 absolutely hits. Please describe how you finished this boggle.
Basically, I just take the mace and smack him upside the head, and he falls into the water there in between the docks.
Makes sense.
Then I retreat 20 feet.
Seems good. All right. Yes.
So I'm going to continue my path to the right here. I'm going to attack the most of the boggles with my Chaos Bolt.
All right. Roll to hit. Clearly, this thing isn't ready to die because Dark can't hit it. But roll me a d20. All right, still no wild magic surge yet.
Hmm.
It is the Bogle's turn.
There's a lot of these guys.
All right, this one's going to attack Janice. This one's going to attack Razad. I don't think a 10 and an 8 hit, so I think you're both good.
My
Yeah,
AC
neither
is
hits
a
me.
10.
What's up?
My AC is a 10.
Gio. Well, yours was the 8 anyway, so. All right. Dovan.
All right. So he's got to look at the blue fellow who just came up next to him. And he's going to ask him straight out, are you hurt?
I'm okay. I can mend
Good.
myself.
All right, cool. Then move to the side, please. And he's going to shoot an arrow, like, right past you into this thing, the hand.
Into the hand.
So let's attack that with a longbow. I rolled a 1! Ah!
Splash down in the water.
For what it's worth, if I'm looking at what he's aiming at, my cape would be on the side of where he'd be firing to fire past me. So we'll just say that his bow snagged on my cape and sort of errantly threw the arrow like 20 feet over the hand.
It's like dark
into
fancy
the water.
pants. Dark fancy pants is having your cloaks and everything. Never.
Well, I can't make the joke I want to make, but we're going to get a little hands-on with Nora here. Sorry, with Razad.
Prasad turns around real quick. Can the two of you watch where you're aiming?
Does a 13 hit you, Razad?
No.
All right, so the hand still can't go full Bloodhound Gang on you. No bad touch.
Talk to the hand. Because
Well, it's your turn, Razad.
all right, well, I'm going to take out the hand. Or at least try to.
No, you're not. Not with an 8, you're
No.
not.
No, not with an 8.
Like, the D20 rolls have been abysmal tonight.
They've hated us.
They really have. So basically, what this is going is join us in next week where we'll do another session 0.
Yeah.
I am going to use my Curse of the Binding again.
You can only do. Is it a bonus action?
It is a bonus action.
Okay.
So I'm going to bind the boggle in front of me.
No, you're not. You rolled a 17.
Oh, okay.
All right, Dolmega.
Domega's going to go up there, and then he is going to cure himself.
All right. Six delicious hit points. That is a bonus action, though, so if you had a regular action you wanted to do, you could as well.
Oh. Well, no, there's nothing to attack, so no.
Fair enough. Yanis.
I'm still going to try to stay out of this thing's grasp by going over here.
If you move out of its grasp, it will get a chance to attack you. Because you're moving out of its threatened square range.
Alright, so then... Don't want to do that, that's fire. So I'm going to just try to point blank in the face with my Chaos Bolt.
All right, this is your last first level spell. And clearly it's not close to dying because we can't roll to hit worth crap, but roll me a d20. Now we're on 1, 2, or 3. Get us a wild magic surge. Hey, there's the 3. Real quick, for those wondering, normally it's on a 1 you get the Wild Magic Surge, but that's no fun. You play a Wild Magic Sorcerer to get the crazy cool Wild Magic stuff. So the way we're doing it is every time you roll, we're going to increase it by 1 by 1, so we'll get there eventually. Well, we rolled a 3, so Dark, roll a D100. 22. Creatures have disadvantage on saving throws against the next spell you cast in the next minute that involves a saving throw.
Oh.
And since I can't really move because I don't want to get a hit, I guess I'll just have to hang here. And I'll give it an extra hit.
Well, this one's coming up here.
Yep, makes sense.
And the other two are attacking. So we're going to attack. We've got Janice, Devon. So Chammy,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I lose my bunny.
No, I crit though.
Oh, that's still bad.
I'm gonna hit. I'm not gonna hit Razad, but I'm gonna hit everybody else. So Janice is gonna take 3 damage. Devon is gonna take 5 damage.
Gotcha. 5.
I am wily like a fox.
Devon, there's a boggle in your face.
There is. And shooting a bow point blank and pokes opportunity attack, if I remember correctly. Or is that not true?
No, I think shooting a bow close range is just disadvantage.
You can check real quick.
Yeah, where would that be? Because I know there's a feat for close range shooting.
Yeah, I think it's just disadvantage.
It's disadvantage.
Okay. So I'll do that then. I will shoot. Well, wait, no. Yeah, I'll shoot it. I'll leave my friends to take care of the fire hand. I'll shoot the bottle in front of me with disadvantage. How do I do disadvantage on this beyond 20 thing?
If you hover over it and hold control, it should turn into like a die with a red die with a dash through it.
I see it. Okay. So yeah, point blank shooting the bottle. Weird. Okay, got a 17 is my low.
17 will still hit the boggle.
Alrighty. 9 damage to him.
Please describe how you destroy the boggle.
So when this bottle gets up to Dovan, he like rabbit hops up to its shoulders and like pulls a bow back and just like right into his head. And as the guy falls back down, Dovan neatly like hops down and like scurries up here.
It's the hand's turn. The hand still can't hit you because that's a 12. I'm trying to take the hands-on approach tonight. It's just not working. Alrighty. Razad.
Okay, well, we're gonna. Let's have the boggle in front of us this time.
Okay. Not with an 11, you're not.
All right. Well, I guess we could do our bonus action again.
Yep. These things aren't super hard to hit, but y'all have been rolling like absolute garbage.
No, yeah.
I'm gonna bind him again.
How many uses of that do you get?
I don't know that it actually says. I have to actually look.
It does say, because that's definitely not something you get 45 bajillion uses of.
Let me find it real quick.
Guess not.
He just a thing he can do.
Yeah.
Wowzers!
Yeah, it has a limit on the maledict, but not on the actual curse.
Yeah. Cool.
Neat.
So if I choose to amplify it to where it does more, it bypasses the size restriction. Then it has a use,
That was like a cantrip or something for you.
kind of.
Huh.
Because I don't actually have any cantrips, I don't believe. Oh no, I do. I have my green flame blade.
So yeah, no, that's cool. All right, I'll roll a strength save. Got a 16 this time. Because apparently this is the boggle that's going off. This is the flexi boggle. Like he's looking at you, and it's like a whammy from Press Your Luck, just doing the Hulk Hogan flexing, but pink and slimy and or purple and slimy and disgusting.
Sounds about right.
Domlega.
I don't move anywhere, but as a bonus action, I harness my divine power, which allows me to regain one of my spells,
Which should be the healing word.
which will be healing, and then I will be using that on Dovin.
Oh wow, that's kind of you.
I just saw you got, like, cracked upside the head by one of these demon creatures, so...
Oh, that's awesome. He's just surprised because people don't usually show him that kind of kindness. That's exactly what he did too. So thank you. So he actually looks at you in surprise. And he's like, "Wow, thank you."
But wait, there's more if I'm correct.
Yeah, I just need to find it here.
You're gonna love this, Jamie.
Voice of Authority. If you cast a spell with a spell slot of first level or higher, which that was, and target an ally with that spell, that ally can use their reaction immediately after the spell to make one weapon attack against a creature of your choice that you can see. I can see that creature right over there. You can right now use an attack on it.
Okay. So you got it, boss. So doing that. 21
21 hits.
and 8 damage.
Why am I not seeing it on my screen here?
I see it.
They take a
There it
second
is.
to. There it is. Yeah.
There it is. How do you kill this boggle?
Oh, nothing too fancy. Just right between the eyes.
Nothing too fancy, just right between the eyes.
Dovan got super happy that someone cured him, so he is just jumping up and down and fires a bow or an arrow and goes right through the eyes.
Exactly. Get that thing. You got it, sir. Here we go.
All right, Janice, you are up.
So I'm going to use my Tides of Chaos. So once per long rest, you can gain advantage on one attack roll, ability check, or saving throw. So to regain use of this feature, the DM can have you then roll the Magic Wild table after you cast a first level spell or higher.
Yes,
so
I can.
I'm going to use my breath attack on the guy right in front of me.
All right. Well, you actually don't need to. If you don't want to, you don't need to worry about the advantage on the attack roll because he has to roll the save against it. But because of the wild magic surge, where he has the disadvantage, the same rules apply, but you don't have to use Tides of Chaos. But either way, burp on him. Alrighty. Disadvantage save on dexterity. Oh, hey, cool. I'm not even going to bother rolling the other one because he fails already. This Boggle is a little beefier than the other ones, though. He's Boss Boggle. He's Boss Boggle. So he's very singed, but he's not quite dead yet, sir.
I'll have another, sir.
At least I finally did something. That's all I care about.
We did it,
Yay!
Reddit! And you guys, I mean, probably to the surprise of nobody, the dragon did just burp on this thing.
It's a dragon. What'd you want?
What kind of element was that? Was that fire or acid or what?
Oh,
Fire.
it's fire.
Nice.
I'm Red Dragon.
All right, so the dragon burped. It is the Boggle's turn. We've got against the dragon and against Frazad. I think I hit both of you this time. An 11 on Janice and a 17 on Frazad.
Finally got me.
Nope, hold on. Nope, I lied. I hit the wrong button. Let's try this again. Okay, it's the exact same rolls, literally. So Vrazad is taking 4 damage, bludgeoning damage, and the Boggle you burped on is a little mage, just takes his hand, just smacks you in the ribs for 2 bludgeoning damage. Devon, you just put an arrow between the eyes of a Boggle.
Huh. How does Razad look down there?
Not good.
Gotcha. All right.
He's kind of doing, the Captain America. Is that all you got? But he's clearly not got much left in the tank.
Okay. Well then, Devon's gonna hop down the stairs and get a good shot at the hand again because that thing concerns me. So shooting longbow at that. So say on your left. Oh, it's a 12. Drat.
Uh, 12, unfortunately, will miss the hand.
Indeed. I rolled a 5. Ugh. Alrighty. That's all I can do right now. Do I have anything?
All right. It is the hand's turn. Well, the hand is going to still try and reach out and touch somebody. Bad news, Nora. The hand hits you. Good news. It does 1 damage.
Okay.
Like, literally the only way I can hit you and not kill you is dealing 1?
Pretty much.
It's your turn, Frazad.
Yeah, Razad's gonna swing at the fire thingy that's causing problems.
There
yeah,
you go.
That hits.
Whew.
Doesn't quite kill it, but it hits.
I'm gonna use my Crimson Right bonus action. I think I can use that. Let me read how this works. All right. I can activate on a single weapon with the elemental energy of a known right of my choice that lasts until I finish the short or long rest. When activating the right, I suffer 1d4. Oh, okay. Never mind. Change plans. We're not doing that.
I got this, guys. Ugh.
Okay, we're good.
Dumblega.
Mr. Dom jumps down here. And, yeah. He's gonna do some healing for Frazad.
Ready.
So recover 4 hit points for Zod. And you get the boon, too.
So smack-a-doodle-do.
Oh, I get to immediately attack.
Voice of Authority. That ally can use a reaction immediately, so your reaction is probably only an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, it is. So I'm going to hopefully finish off the fire.
Not with an 11, you won't.
Grumble, grumble.
Someone give him some bait.
These boggles do look kind of like moblins.
Giannis. And yes, I'm going to keep calling him Giannis.
Isn't that what it is?
Janice, but
Oh,
So I'm going to use one of my 2 sorcery points to reactivate a level 1 spell,
ooh.
and I'm going to Chaos Bolt the one directly in front of me.
I do want to give you one small piece of advice. Magic Missile never misses.
yeah.
It's not showing up on my thing, though.
It should be in the spells section.
Actually, I'll Magic Missile the one right in front of my face.
Three damage.
But I mean, I don't need you to describe how you just basically throw your hand up and just blow magic up in his face to kill him. But I do need you to roll
I just
me.
Palpatined it.
Yeah, you may exactly. I do need you to roll me a d20 though. Okay, we're good. We're good. And since you didn't need to use Tides of Chaos in that last one, I'm not gonna. You still have that. So Dovan.
Actually,
Oh no,
there's-
it's the other Boggle. That's right. I forgot
Yeah.
because he was on. Because that was the one I used for the thing. Let's see. This one's probably gonna smack Nora. Nope, it missed.
alrighty.
As I said, Devon.
Yes. Okay, now to shoot the boggle, because the hand seems taken care of. Actually, it's going to attack. I'll attack the hand again. I'm just so tired of it. I want it dead.
So
There.
is there anybody else? Oh yeah, you hit. You hit.
6.
Hey, you did two. You did more than the 2 damage you needed. Please tell me how you extinguished the hand.
So, really nothing. Devon just kind of shoots as the hand's like going to grasp for Verzad, and like as it opens its palm, he like shoots it straight through the middle.
Right. Vrazad.
Yeah. I mean, there's only one thing left to do.
I know. And you hit. And please finish it.
So Razad kind of stands up from the staggering after getting healed, takes the short sword and just rams it through the skull.
And I'm not going to make you guys run around and put the fires out.
Thank you.
That would be mean. Funny, but mean.
Cue the Benny Hill Yakety Sax montage.
Exactly.
What were those things doing here?
Can we
Causing
do
trouble.
now that initiative is over? Can we do another perception check to see if we see anything else out of place?
You certainly can.
Oh, definitely will. Oof.
Anybody else before I start going off?
I'm gonna do an insight check because
Okay.
I'm trying to determine if someone's here, not really looking for them.
Okay. All right. So first things first, perception checks. Everything seems quiet now that you've put out the fires and the boggles are gone. Domlega, if somebody was here, you probably would have heard them screaming while the fires were happening. So you can pretty much determine that.
Assumed as much.
Yeah, if there was somebody here, whether they were who you're looking for or not, you would have heard them.
What about where the hand was? Is there anything left behind when it perishes, or is it just nothing?
Literally, the mechanic is it is a spell that has turned sentient.
Okay. Interesting.
Yep. actually fit really well for what I was doing.
Huh. So Devon's gonna be like, after running around putting out the fires and such, like he's still like wondering, like, what are those bottles doing here? Like, what are you? Uh, thank you again for healing me, sir.
You are hurt. What else would I do? I mean, if you prefer, I can throw you to them next time, but that would really be counterproductive.
Why would I want you to do that when I just thanked you?
Thinking's not necessary.
Well, regardless, you guys look magical, kind of. Uh, do you know what was with that hand that was walking around? The boggles, I mean, yeah, they're kind of from around here-ish, but that hand looked really, really out of the blue.
We look magical, says the talking rabbit.
So as a blue-skinned person who's been casting, like, Healy stuff on me.
Well, yes, that's what I've been training to do the past 40 years.
Gentlemen, why don't we take this conversation indoors where we're not out in the open?
What if whoever caused this gets away?
They'll be back.
So Janice looks over at Vizad and goes, fancy another beer?
Yeah.
Well, then I guess I won't be joining you for the conversation.
Well, you can just come and sit with us. You don't have to eat.
Someone of my stature, with this, and he shows them his holy amulet, sitting in a bar with a bunch of ruffians. Yeah, I'll pass.
I will give you guys, just because the cellar is the most well-known tavern and gambling establishment, there are other like inns and places that you could stay that would have, beverages you could partake in.
So then, Mr. Fancy Pants, where would you suggest we go so we're not out in the open?
You keep insulting me, I'm not going anywhere with you.
It was not an insult, it was statedly obvious.
I'm not fancy.
You have a cloak.
Yes, it's
like
part of my order.
Okay, can we please just go somewhere?
Would any of us have been around here long ago? I was long enough to pick up on like any of the locations that might be more suitable.
Not that hard to find. There's a couple of small inns and all that for like people who come in on fishing docks. All this, so it's not hard to find an inn.
So yeah, so I'd say, well, what about that place up there for people who have money? It's like that might be a good place to go.
Yeah,
And he
there's
like
that.
points out
There's
the
also
money place.
there's also a much less expensive one down here at the end of the docks called the Rusty Trout. If you want to be cheap about it.
I mean, Dovan does, but we have somebody here who has higher tastes. He's probably not gonna drink at the bar anyway. So.
Stupid high elf.
I'm fine with the inn, with the trout.
I could go serve for some seafood at the moment, or perhaps some rabbit.
What?
What?
Seafood it is.
Rabbit sounds delicious.
Not that, I kind of just like coffee, just like the flames come out of the corner of my mouth.
Amazing.
So you guys don't know anything about this though already, huh? And Dovan looks specifically at what was it, Domega?
I haven't a clue.
I can tell you this much. The Fae are nearby, and we don't want to be out here.
The Fae are everywhere. But yeah, you don't.
So that Janice starts just walking to the more up class of the two lower class inns.
And Yvonne's gonna hang back a bit to see what Doomlet does, and the other guy, Razad.
Razad's gonna follow because he needs a beer and probably some more medical attention.
So I'm assuming you all make your way to the Rusty Trap.
I'm not sure. Do we?
I know at least two of them are going.
I'm keeping back.
So we've got two going to the Trout, one and two hanging back, because you did say you were waiting
Not
for...
not hanging back. I'm keeping back, like I'm not walking with them.
Okay. Gotcha. So you all eventually will make it to the Rusty Trout, just not as a group of four.
Oh yeah, I'm not sitting with them there.
So what'd you think of that? What? We sit across the tavern. But okay, yeah, Devon will go there as well.
Now, is this considered a rest period at this point, Teach?
Well, if it's going to be, if you guys are going to spend the night here, it'll be a long rest, absolutely. But right now, it's just going to be under the confines of a short rest. It'll probably end up being a long rest because we're pretty much going to stop it here at this point. But if you, I'm going to let some role play happen if you guys want to do a role play, or we can pick it up in the inn tomorrow or next time we play. It's up to you guys.
So we get into the bar, and Janice sits down at one of the tables and motions over to Dumblega. Just please come over here already so we can discuss what happened.
Dumblega just looks and then goes sits in a booth.
So Janice just has her Razad and goes, "Do we just go over there?" And this is really getting obnoxious.
You go sit on the side with him, and we'll go sit on the other side, and he won't be able to get out.
Janice just kind of nods and goes and shoos him over a little bit and sits down next to him without really giving him much choice.
So when you guys get to the booth to join Domega, Devon's already hopped in across from him and just kind of like sitting down, like looking at him.
And given my size, this table just looks like comedically small, just with a dragon just kind of like smushed into the.
At this point, anyone who would have noticed Dumblega before, probably none of you would have actually noticed his eyes. But his eyes are now a searing red, and the table starts to shake.
Do you want to be alone?
What gave you that idea? By the way, you guys can't tell that he's the one causing the tremors.
He's got kind of a scary look in your eyes, that's all.
Like I'm annoyed.
Maybe. Yeah.
Look, we get you don't like us. That's fine. We can go.
It's not that I don't like you.
You have no reason to talk to us.
You're sitting here commanding us what to do. Who gave you authority?
That's a good point, actually. Who are you?
I'm no one special. I just experienced what you guys just experienced. I just wanted to figure out what is going on.
To be quite honest, I think the docks were actually the safest place for us to talk. No one was going to be down there.
I kind of don't disagree.
So once again, forgive me if I'm slightly annoyed that you're telling me what to do.
If our friend here is to be believed and is the Fae, we do not want to be out in the open. It's just common sense.
If it's the Fae, we don't want to be anywhere in town.
He's not wrong.
So then what you suggest we just up and leave without having a discussion first?
That's not why I'm here. I'm not
It's not
here to
letting me
find
do anything.
Faye. Unless the
Yeah.
Fae miraculously somehow kidnapped the person I'm after, I don't really care about the Fae.
Well, they are known for kidnapping. At least the one I'm hunting is.
You're hunting a fae? You don't look like a hunter.
I'm bound to the Fae in blood.
Is that literal, or are you doing like one of those metaphor things?
I was kidnapped by a Fae when I was about 15 years old. And I went through the blood rites and am now a blood hunter of the Fae. So, yes.
Okay, so that was literal. So, you're looking for a criminal. You're hunting the fae. And I'm hunting something myself. Which is neither of those. Well, technically, I guess scarecrows are kind of fae-like. But it sounds like none of us really have anything to do with what just happened, unless the fae involved are part of your thing. What was your name again? Whatever, blood guy?
It's Razad, but you can call me Shadow End.
Shadow End. Right.
I too have nothing much to do with the Fae. I'm just looking for an item of magic off the map I found that led me to this town. So they should really have no reason to be after me either.
So, at the end of the day, then, none of us really have anything to do with what just happened.
What do you call yourself, Mr. Rabbit?
My name's Dovon. I'm I'm a hunter around these parts. I'm kind of out in the wild a lot. So I deal with the Fae pretty often myself.
You may call me Janice.
Janice. Okay? So, Janice, why do you care so much about what happened at the docks? I mean, there's no treasure or anything there. And really, like there was really nothing for you, like benefit wise. Like there's nobody giving us any kind of reward for it. So why do you care?
It's not a matter of caring. I just don't like the unexplained. I like to know what exactly happens to me at any given time.
You're in the wrong place for that, friend.
Existing is wrong for that, friend.
Let's just say I have an issue with my magic that tends to reveal itself if I don't keep it under control. So if something happens magically and I'm in this area, it's quite possible I could be the cause of it.
And that's what you're going to use to convince us to stick around you?
No, I'll just see if there's another explanation. If you wish me to leave, I will leave.
Wait, so do you think that fire hand thing might have been something you did by accident?
No, because I had no trace of my magic on it. Which is why I was curious if there was some kind of sorcery involved in any of you three.
Well, when I was down at the docks earlier today, or at the fishery, like it was kind of almost abandoned. Like the door was locked, there was nobody there, and I could see like the oil from the boggles all over the docks, but I didn't know at the time that that's what was causing it. So whatever went on, it felt like some kind of a setup.
I just arrived in town 2 days ago, and I've been at that bar pretty much the entire time. So whatever's followed me hasn't quite caught up, I don't believe.
As you were all having this conversation, real quick, everybody roll me perception checks.
Oh dear.
Oh, everybody but Razad. You briefly, ever so briefly, in the door of this inn, see the fleeting figures that look like this. It's for the briefest of moments in the door.
Huh. Do we
Carry on.
recognize that?
Nope. I'm gonna save you the insight. The answer is no.
Okay. There's a couple of kids that peek their heads inside the doors.
You're not. It didn't look like they peeked inside the door. It looked like they were like standing inside the door. Like, you know the scene in the West where someone walks in through the door and they're just standing in the door for a second?
Oh
It
yeah.
looked like they were doing that, but they were doing the Irish goodbye, like the backing out of the door.
Weird.
You can make an insight on what they were trying to do.
I actually do want to do that.
I'd say you just can't get an insight on who they were because you won't know that.
Yeah.
They seem to be looking for something or someone.
With a 10, does it seem like they wanted us to see them?
You're not sure. It just seems like they were looking for someone or something.
Hmm.
Well, if that's all, gentlemen, I will part with you then. And Janice gets up and goes over to the bar and orders another drink.
Devon's not gonna answer that. He's gonna kind of look at them sideways and look at the door. And he's gonna slink out to see if he can follow those kids who just bolted. But he's gonna do it all sneakily, like, because he kind of wants to see where they might be going.
Well, you head out the door, and you're a ranger. You know how to track people.
Yeah.
There's nothing to track. You look around, there is nothing for you to track at all. Which is very odd that two kids wouldn't leave a trail. And that is where we'll end the session. So, thank you all very much for watching. For those of you who did, on behalf of the full crew here at Bay City Chronicles, that would be Chameleon Ice, Crimson Avix, Dark Falls, and Erastra. I am TGE, reminding everybody to, of course, as always, keep hailing, and of course, Otterstrong, everyone.